The election losses for the GOP now ramp up the pressure on Republicans to try to get a big victory on Capitol Hill. Today, House GOP lawmakers spent a third day trying to come to a consensus on their tax plan. Chief Congressional Correspondent Mike Emanuel has a tax reform progress report.
If anything, this just puts more pressure on making sure we follow through.
Speaker Paul Ryan's takeaway from Democrat victories in governor's races in New Jersey and Virginia is Republican lawmakers must deliver on tax reform and their agenda.
One of the chief promises we made when we ran for office in 2016 was that we would do tax reform and tax cuts for families, for people. And so we have to get on with doing that.
Top Democrats were giddy, suggesting passing tax reform would cause some Republicans to lose their seats next year.
To our Republican friends on this tax bill, as Clint Eastwood said, you want to pass this tax bill? You want to hurt the suburbs? Make our day.
The House Democratic leader picked apart the GOP plan.
View what is happening in these rooms not as tax reform, not as tax cuts, but a tax scam.
This is day 3 of the Ways and Means Committee working on the GOP tax plan, what is known as a markup. Yet there are signs the bill could change substantially.
The clerk will call the roll.
The current estimate from congressional actuaries is that the plan would cost $1.7 trillion over the next decade, but the 2018 budget calls for $1.5 trillion. And that figure is critical in order to pass tax reform with a 51-vote majority in the Senate. GOP leaders are hoping to vote it out of committee tomorrow so it can be brought to the House floor next week.
If homeownership is the American dream, this GOP tax scam is the American nightmare.
I don't believe that government is the incentivizer here.
Once Ways and Means finishes up its preparation of the tax bill, the Senate is expected to release its own tax package as soon as tomorrow. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell invited Democrats to join the GOP on tax reform.
Senators, members of the administration, and tax reform advocates met here in the Capitol to discuss a mutual vision for relief.
There is some suggestion Democrats may be emboldened to stick together and oppose tax reform. Pelosi is already saying the door is open for Democrats to take back the House. Brett?
Mike Emanuel live on the Hill. Mike, thanks.